So if you are not an American or live in the USA, you may or may not have heard of HeavensGate. HeavensGate was a cult that had a mass suicide in March 26th of 1997, where 39 members committed suicide. This cult actually had a documentary on HBO not too long ago, and you could probably watch the documentary and get some of this information. But this is more of the OSINT techniques involved to obtain the information, right? So HeavensGate, they are world-renowned for having sweet Nikes, for example. During their suicides, they all got custom Nikes made, and these Nikes could actually be bought on eBay nowadays for a couple of $1,000s. So that's pretty much what they're most famous for. I mean, the 39 suicides, but people still like the shoes, you know, those sneakerheads and all those people. For example, here's some of the sneakers. If you got about $4,000 laying around, you could have your own HeavensGate size 15 sneaker. So what makes this interesting is after March 26, 1997, they created a website, or during the cult, they created a website, HeavensGate.com. So HeavensGate.com actually is still around. There was a total of 41 members in HeavensGate cult, and 39 of them committed suicide. 2 members stayed alive so they could spread the word of HeavensGate and their preaching. And this website is literally entombed in time and has not changed since 1997. You actually can participate and order the VHSs, the DVDs, and all the material from this website that they are actually using during the cult in 1997. If you go to the email and mail an address to this location, or excuse me, a letter, they will actually send something back to you. Those 2 members are still alive operating this website today, and they're still interacting with the community. If you email rep@heavensgate.com, you'll get a response. There's 2 people involved in it. And up until, I would say, 2 years ago, there wasn't really public information about who was running this website, why are they running the website, and just, you know, what's going on with it. And this investigation is going to entail determining who is behind the website, where are they located, and are they running any different websites? Are they involved in any other kind of cult or conspiracies? Really identifying the information behind the website is what the goal of this investigation is, right? So we'll start off here, looking around, clicking through the website. They have a bunch of active links here, of just a bunch. You can even buy HeavensGate apparel, and this is, it may seem like a joke, but let me tell you, they are 100% serious in all the HeavensGate. You could order the book online. So right off the bat, we got an email, rep@heavensgate.com. So we'll go ahead and add that to my notes section here off screen. But just a little remember, we have one email to go off of. We have a domain name. So what these are called are, I like to term, pivot points, right? You're gathering initial intelligence or data to build upon your pivot points, right? Essentially clues or breadcrumbs you're going to use to build a plan of action. So we have a domain name, we have an email, we have some names of VHS tapes, some more subdomains. For example, this would be a subdomain, miscellaneous 95 UDP 96. That's a subdomain as well. So going over here. So they also believe, fun fact, that when they killed themselves on March 26, 1997, they believed that a comet was coming over the Earth, and that they needed to do it at the precise time for them to get sucked up into this comet and transcend, as they say, right? So we have 2 pivot points, and then we also have an address. We'll add this to our initial data pool here. And they also have a download, but you know, I would be a bad OSINT person if I didn't tell you operational security should be your priority, depending on, you know, how much you're willing to put out there. I have a network-wide VPN at all times, so that's what I use, and then I use a company or my own separate browser for this. But we're not going to be able to download anything. I don't want to. And if you're an OSINT